What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. I know I haven't posted in a while, so I'm getting back to it now. Today we're breaking down my PRO statement from July of 2024. And this is actually, it's a domestic statement, and it is my best domestic statement ever by like more than 3 times the amount of the second best statement. So let's dive in. And I know why it's so big, but I'm going to share with you guys some of the details. All right, so I got it pulled up here. This is ASCAP, okay? I know a lot of people hate on ASCAP, but the PROs, there's pros and cons of all of them, and we'll discuss that in another video or whatever, but here we go. One big reason why this is so big is because I hit the ASCAP survey and a nice payment from that. So let's start at the top. So the big channels, ABC, CBS, NBC, network TV stuff. Got a couple of good payments on here. Interesting, the Little League World Series. It says ESPN on ABC, Little League World Series. That's the program. I got a couple placements on those. Yeah, ESPN doesn't pay per se, but since it aired on ABC, that will pay. So glad that it aired on that. Same track on 2 different Little League World Series events. 53 seconds, paid $32.56. This has a co-writer too, so it would be doubled otherwise. 57 seconds, paid $38.42. It's okay, you know. I can't imagine that too many people watch the Little League World Series. The biggest one in this category is another Magnum PI placement, $188.71. I have the full songwriter share on that. That is 36 seconds. Pretty good. Magnum PI, I know I have at least 3 or 4 episodes of that. It pays very well. People must be watching it. I never seen it, but well, I only watched it one time to try to find my music in it. Okay, and then another one here. The NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt Kids Edition, $23. That's NBC. Magnum PI is, it used to be on CBS. It's on NBC now. I always thought like NBC paid a little less than CBS, but the same show on CBS and on NBC paid about the same, if not even a little more for this. So cool. All background uses for all these, by the way. All right. We're going to move on to cable TV blanket. This is where the big stuff, the big one thing is. So I'll show you. I'm going to jump down to that, and then we'll go back to some of the other stuff. All right, here we go. So there's a show called Laramie. It's an old Western show. I had to Google it because I never heard of it. It ended in like 1963, so old program. I had a promo during that program. This is a surveyed work, by the way, so you're not going to normally get this much money. But 2 airings of a 4-second promo paid about $1,448. If you don't know much about it, the ASCAP, they survey certain channels like a handful of hours each year. So some of the lower channels that aren't big network TV, they wouldn't pay much, so they survey them so that some people can get a lot of money instead of everybody getting like peanuts. And it's just, I think it's just easier for ASCAP to do it that way because they've been doing it forever. And for them to switch to census style, it would be a lot more effort and money for them to do. But yeah, that's my highest paying like individual placement ever. Don't expect to get that. I mean, if you're with ASCAP, you'll hit the survey sometimes, and it's a nice payday. I just bought a new guitar. That was more than enough to pay for the guitar. I'm gonna do a video soon of a demo of that guitar too. Stay tuned. It's a Gretsch. The INSP, that is the TV station that was on, the Laramie. Okay, so nice payment. I did not expect that this time. All right, some other ones. There's a show called, excuse my language, Bitchin' Rides. I have a lot of episodes of that where I have placements. It's mostly 2 different libraries. There's a page worth of that. The highest payments are $7.77, $7.94, some $6, some like sub $1. So they're not much, but I'm glad that they're paying because I honestly thought that that'd be a survey channel. It's the Motor Trend Network. So it's paying something. I'm happy that it's paying something. Some more shows. Heartland, Docs. Those are re-airings. Less than $1 a piece. I know the show's on Disney Plus. NGW is the service name that it's showing up on here. Got some more re-airings. Hot Rod Garage, $1.33 here. DIHD is the channel that's on. Pawn Stars, I got a lot of episodes of that. $1 Million Listing Los Angeles. That's on Bravo. That's paying a few bucks. And with a co-writer too, so it might be $10, $6 here and there. Pawn Stars, when it first aired, it paid pretty well. The re-airings are not bad though. Like one of them's $10, a $5 one as well. Nothing too exciting otherwise. Nothing like Laramie. Streaming services, they don't pay much, but it's over $9 for all of them. And I'm pretty sure Magnum PI is like most of that. Well, maybe not most of it, but the biggest chunk of it. Amazon streaming, dollar, yeah, from Magnum PI. Pawn Stars, Sense, Heartland Docs. It's crazy. I have so many cue sheets, but like these same shows always show up. Snapped. Apple Video on Demand. That's like nothing. Apple's payment-wise is no good. Amazon's okay. BET Plus. Didn't know about that, but it's $0. Discovery Plus, a little bit. Disney Plus, a little bit. Netflix, yeah, decent. If you consider Change decent. Yeah, Peacock, $5.91. That's one of the Magnum PIs. Spotify, Apple Music, and stuff like that. That doesn't pay much. I mean, I'm not like a famous artist or anything, and some of this is production music stuff, and some of it's just my original songs. I saw one weird thing. So I have original songs. I've been releasing singles this year, and the single that I released, like the third or fourth one, was the only one that showed up on here. And the first two singles I know have the most plays on Spotify. So that's bizarre. Seems like a mistake. Yeah, not much though on Spotify and stuff. Additional categories got me over 100. That's mostly for me claiming my live performances, submitting the set lists. Depending on this like size of the venue and how many people are claiming the performances, that is what determines how much I get. So, and it doesn't tell you the venue name too, which is annoying. I list at least which band I played with, so I can kind of narrow it down. Or if I played solo. But yeah, nothing huge, but it adds up to a pretty good amount. Like $4 would be the most for one song for one performance, so that's not bad. And then the ever-present reprocess that shows up in my statements, $66. I don't know what it means, but hey, money. It tells you certain tracks and then how much you got from it. No idea what it is, but something got $13, something got $10. And these are a combination of my original songs and licensing tracks. So there we have it. Yeah, I never thought that I would get an old Western placement, especially something that was out like 30 years before I was born. They still make, I guess, new promos for those shows. I don't know if the promo was for that show or if it just was during the show. But either way, I definitely didn't know about that placement because TuneSat, I looked it up today, and they don't cover that channel, INSA, I think it was. Never watched it either, so nice to see it. The survey system, I know it's flawed, but when you hit it, you can hit a little bit of a jackpot. That was a nice surprise. I haven't been posting as much for two reasons. One of them is because I was hired to write an album for Warner Brothers, a licensing album. So I've been like doing just that pretty much. I mean, first and foremost, I am a composer, and then YouTube is so far a side thing, but I like to do a mix of both. But when something has like a deadline and priority, I focus on that. So I've been doing that. I'm excited about that. It's a new library I'm working with. And the other big news is that I have a brand new baby boy in the house now. So he's been taking up a bit of my time and a lot of my sleep. So between working on the other project and just getting accustomed to that, I haven't been able to do as much YouTube, but we're settling in now, so I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff in the coming weeks. So it should be hopefully back to my typical schedule or close to it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you in the next one.